So today I'm starting a new series called Isabel's Stories. You can find these stories at isabelstories.com. Isabel Morse Marish used to write articles for a local newspaper. She was a genealogist and a wonderful storyteller. She was also my grandmother. My grandparents mean the world to me, and unfortunately it was something I realized very late. I still have them both. They're in their 80s, but I've missed so much time with them. When we tend to do that, we tend to put our lives as a priority and not spend as much time with the ones we love as we should, and we don't realize it until it's too late. So, in order to pay homage to my grandmother, I'd like to tell some of her stories, and hopefully many of you will enjoy these stories, as I have. This isn't necessarily for me. It's more to memorialize my grandmother, to put her stories out there, not just on a website, but on YouTube and wherever else I can find, so her words carry on, and other people can find enjoyment in her works. I believe there was a saying, you die twice, once when you physically die, and the second is when everybody forgets your name. I don't want her name to be forgotten. I can only afford to lose her once. So the first story is The Mayor of Blacksheep Corner. Please enjoy.
The Mayor of Blacksheep Corner by Isabel Morse Marish, June 25, 1992. I appreciate the comments of those who enjoy reading this column. Thanks go out to those few who have sent suggestions to write about. The suggestions are good, but there is sometimes not enough data or a picture to do a column. If you have early newspapers or scrapbooks, they would be very helpful. It is probably time the Belmont Mayor of Blacksheep Corner Farm is honored. Perhaps you saw the teenager in the Journal in April with the caption, "Happy Birthday, Izzy," or the recent small oval picture of a young couple with the caption, "Happy Anniversary, Izzy, 39 years." Both of these pictures were secretly sneaked out of the albums and into the Journal by none other than my lovey. The culprit who did these little deeds was born in Natick, Mass. many years ago. He came to Searsmont in 1951, when he and I were both 16 years of age. He often sings the old song, "We were 16, only 16. A couple of high school teenage girls were sitting on the steps of Abbott Houses, across from Crosby High School on a beautiful fall day in 1951, when a bashful Bob strolled into my life. Little did I know that day that he would be there for a lifetime. At that time, the culprit drove a 1931 Model A Ford Coupe convertible, which I believe is still around town. A car that his father had found in Massachusetts for $40. Whenever I saw him in that car, with a following of teenage girls and guys, my heart did a flip-flop. All these years later, he still has that effect on me. As I write this, we have been married 39 years this month. I graduated from Crosby High School 40 years ago, in 1952, in the days when the building had no spores, and took a job in the office of Belfast Shoe Company on High Street. The Belmont mayor had a job on a local farm earning $11 weekly and going to school to pay his board and support his car. His nieces thought it a great treat to ride in the Model A, and he allowed them to pick up cans and bottles roadside to buy gas, around 50 cents a worth at a time. The Belmont mayor has become a legend in his time, working hard to support his large family in his independent lifestyle. He has made many friends in his lifetime as an outspoken, witty millman. He has raised 7 children and now has 15 grandchildren, 1992. What can be said to describe a man of few words? This is my tribute and gotcha, babe, to the faithful companion who has shared my life through the good times, as well as those which were over thorny paths, over the mountains, as well as in the valleys. To my mate, which quiet faith in God and steady hand has made life interesting and exciting. Again I write, one of my favorite misquotes. Grow old with me, my love. The best is yet to be. I love you.